Thanks for joining us for another episode of Southern Indiana Now. We're excited to bring you information about the Seymour Museum Center, a great place in Seymour, Indiana to learn about the history of this great community. Thanks to People's Bank for sponsoring this episode. We're excited to have the People's Bank as a sponsor. Great place to go do your banking, savings, checking, whatever you need. The People's Bank will take care of you. And here we go.
At the People's Bank, we believe banking should be personal. When you walk through our doors, you're greeted by neighbors who know you, not just your account number. Whether you're opening a new checking account, saving for the future, or financing that next big purchase, our team is here to help every step of the way. Experience the hometown difference at any of our 4 locations or online at banktpb.com. The People's Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You can count on us.
Welcome back to Southern Indiana Now. I'm excited. Sean Hildreth here, and I've got a great guest, Lenny Hausberger from the Seymour Museum Center. And we're going to learn all about GatheRIng together coming up this weekend. So sit back, enjoy, and here we go. So, Lenny,
Yes.
Great event coming up. GatheRIng together at the Seymour Museum Center. Tell us about it. What is GatheRIng together?
Well, it's taken several years to get the bell at the museum, and it was in the Majestic Theatre. If you were in your 70s or 80s, 90s, you would remember the Majestic Theatre. I was just a kid at the time in 1966 when it was destroyed or taken down, torn down. But yeah, we're going to have the bell there, and we're going to ring the bell.
Nice.
Just like they used to do when it was a theater.
Yeah, that's what was the bell for at the theater? Just to kind of ring when it was time for the show, or was it?
I've talked to people that worked there. They were young. They're in their 80s now, but they it would signal, hey, the break's over. It's time to get back into the movie.
Yeah,
that was it.
That's great. And where was the Majestic Theater located? I know it was in Seymour, but for those who don't know about the history, where was it?
It was on West 2nd Street. I've seen reports where they said it's on East 2nd. No, it's West 2nd over where, do you remember where Home Federal, and then eventually, of course, they had the bell for a while, and then Fidelity Federal bought Home Federal. And I'm not sure what the building is now in the corner, but it was right there in that vicinity.
Okay, great.
And if you look online, they say it's a parking lot now.
Yeah. Well, it was, we had, a couple theaters down in Seymour at that time. You had that Majestic, and then the Von D was down.
We had the Von D, and then we also had the outdoor theater. What was that? The Stardust. Yeah, Stardust.
Yeah.
So there was some competition.
Yeah.
And that kind of hurt, actually, the Majestic a little bit, having competition.
Well, so tell us about the event. What's going on at the GatheRIng?
Okay, it's our gala, our annual gala, and we will be recognizing some people. One person will be, 2 people will be from Crane Hill. Crane Hill had built a tower to hold the bell.
Oh, great.
And
thanks to the royalties there.
Yeah, Marshall and
Marshall.
royalty.
Yep.
Yes, very good. Yeah, and so that was a nice gift for them to do that.
Oh, that's
We'll
wonderful.
also be honoring someone that donated a security system, the NI Tech, Todd Bollinger. So we'll be honoring him too. It's so wonderful to get gifts like that.
Yeah, that's great. So if somebody's never been to the Seymour Museum Center, give us a quick, kind of 30-second overview of what they might see inside the museum.
That's a good question, because I think every item in there, I've been president for 9 or 10 years. And I used to joke about, hey, what if I get assassinated? Who's taking over? And that was not a good way to say it. So, who was going to be vice president? But I could tell you stories on just about everything that's been brought in. I could even tell you stories about when it was condemned and the windows were boarded up, and and I can tell you exactly who Southern Indiana had a remodeling place in Madison that took care of that for us. I mean, we had ductwork going out the windows, vents. I mean, the place was basically condemned when I took over. But I do construction, and my wife said I was having an affair with the building. So,
so I know that there's kind of a communication base for a lot of the stuff in there. So there's
we came up with themes. One, since the railroad industry is what really helped Seymour developed, and Meaty Shields is a genius in my opinion. To get the train to come through his little town. It was called Mills Crossing, and then he named it after one of the engineers, railroad engineers. So, and also it's funny because the train would go by Seymour, but then he became a state legislator, and he got him. The trains would stop at any kind of intersection, railroad intersection. So once the train stopped, Seymour grew crazy. I mean, unfortunately, that's when gangs like the Reno brothers kind of spawned off of that growth. And it was a tough town at that time.
So people can learn about the history of Seymour. Going over to the Seymour Museum Center, check out some of the transportation history, some of the communication with the old telephones.
Yes.
And this weekend, thanks to the royalties and the Bowlingers, you can hear the bell ring from the Majestic Theatre. So if somebody wants to go to the event, can they get tickets at the door? Can they, show up and go, or do they have to call and get them from ahead of time?
We do still have tickets available. It is $75 a ticket, but you can get on our Facebook and just say, hey, I need tickets, and we'll get back to you. It's Seymour Museum. Make sure you punch in Seymour, Indiana, because there's a lot of Seymours in the United States.
At the event, what kind of food and drinks can people expect?
Okay, and I forgot to mention that the gala has entertainment and food, and so it's not just seeing the museum and seeing the awards presentations, but Poplar Street.
Poplar Street's doing the food,
and Schwartz. Did I say it wrong? Schwätzer. Man, that's Schwätzers. I have a German name. I should know that. Our Spoiker,
I know.
But
it's like that. Gurkha around here. People around here are like, "How do you spell that?"
I never could spell it. It took me a long time to learn it. My wife goes by Mrs. H. She's a teacher. Nobody can pronounce the name, but. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that there will be food and entertainment, so it'll be a good time. It'll be a good time.
Yeah, that'll be great. So people can come, enjoy the museum, enjoy supporting a great institution, get some food, beverages, socialize, and have a great night.
Yeah, and this is for the community. This museum, it's about all of us. So we hope everyone can enjoy it. And then we have the Christmas event coming up in December when I get to play Santa Claus. So we had 160 kids last year. So
that's great.
We had just the right amount of cookies. So I think we're going to have 200 cookies this year.
Well, if you get leftover cookies, you can drop them off here.
Okay. I'll remember that.
All right. If you want to go to the Seymour Museum Center this weekend and check out GatheRIng together, you can hear the majestic bell ring again in Seymour, Indiana, and support the museum with your purchase of a ticket. $75. You can call ahead of time, get those reserved, and get in there and support the Seymour Museum Center. So thanks to Lenny for coming and joining us, and we'll be right back. Thanks for joining us for this week's episode. We hope you enjoyed learning about the GatheRIng of the Seymour Museum Center. If you have ideas for future shows, please send me a message, Sean@southernindiananow.com or southernindiananow@gmail.com. Thanks to People's Bank for sponsoring this week's episode, and we'll see you again next week.